What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing Brazil's #2 cocktail, just under the caipirinha. It's called the Rabo de Galo. And if you guys want to bust me on pronunciation, there's all sorts of Portuguese words I'm trying to say, and I'm just not that good at pronouncing Portuguese. I don't even know how to do it. I tried. I looked it up on the internet. I did the Google Translate or whatever, or the Google automated voice that doesn't do a good job of telling you how to pronounce things, but you know, they try. And it's you guys are going to bust me, and that's cool. So we have our viewer, Rafael Nardi, to thank for this recipe and for kind of reminding me to do this. He didn't know he was reminding me, but a couple of weeks ago, someone else said, you should do this Rabo de Galo cocktail. And then he didn't give me the specs, but he gave me the ingredients and I just looked at the ingredients and I was like, I got to try this drink. This looks good. This looks right up my alley. And then all of a sudden, Rafael reached out to me today. And then I said, okay, email me the specs, email me the history. Because he was like, I think that the history is not going to be kind of well known. You're not going to really be able to find much on the internet. So I'll just tell you the history. He told me the history. So here we are making the cocktail. So thank you, Rafael. I really appreciate it. So according to Rafael, this cocktail was invented in the 1950s. And it was at a time when Cinzano, an Italian vermouth company, was opening up a factory in Brazil. And they were not very popular with the Brazilian population other than the Italian neighborhoods, which makes sense. So they invented this kind of ingenious scheme that they would create a cocktail called the Rabo de Galo. Sorry, I keep on saying gallo because that's Spanish, but it's not. It's gallo. Rabo de Galo. They would invent this cocktail and they would create a glass that would basically have markings inside it. Just a little shot glass that'll tell you like how much vermouth you're going to put in there and how much cachaça you're going to put in there. So originally it was a 2-to-1 ratio, like a Manhattan, of aged cachaça and sweet vermouth. And they had it in like a heavy bottom glass. They had little markings on the glass, and you'd pour the vermouth to one mark, and you'd pour your cachaça to the other mark. You'd slam it on the bar and take your shot, right? And it obviously worked because they're the #2 cocktail in all of Brazil now. So that's good. He also said that a lot of people are trying to get it into the IBA, but it's difficult because there's no actual one recipe. It's a regional cocktail that has a lot of different recipes depending on where you are in Brazil. So everyone's making it a little bit differently. He said there's a lot of newfangled versions of it where, kind of more culinary minded bars are starting to, infuse coffee into it and do kind of fun culinary things with it as well. So it's cocktails are always ever changing and always being improved upon. And that's why it's so fun to kind of do stuff with them, right? But, you look like you were signaling me.
Yeah, I was gonna, isn't the original specs the one from the advertising company? But I was like, but that was a shot, so I guess it doesn't apply.
Well, it wasn't an advertising company. It was the
manufacturer.
The vermouth company basically came up with a scheme, maybe with the help of an advertising company, to create a glass where you would mix your own Rabo de Galo, right? And then you would take a shot. Right. But it was like a shot, basically. Right, yeah. I mean, if it's a little shot glass, I guess you could sip it, but you're taking a shot. That's, it seems like to me. I don't know. The shot thing I made up. But if he said shot glass. No, he said shot glass. So if you're putting in a shot glass, you're taking it as a shot. So I'm saying that. I don't know. People from Brazil can weigh in.
Unless he said shot glass, but he meant schnapps glass, and they should just do a little sipper.
maybe. But I think that here's the thing. He's Brazilian. Yeah. I'm not sure if English is his first language, but his English is perfect. So I don't think that he would be getting shot mixed up with schnapps unless you were talking. But if you're writing it out, those are two very different words. So I don't think so. All right, let's get into making the cocktail because my ice is melting everywhere. It's just nice and tempered. Look at that ice. It's melting everywhere. I don't want it to die, and I want to make this drink. Gosh darn it. So let's make it. This is a really simple one, guys. So you just take your favorite rocks glass, whatever it is. You take 3/4 ounce of sweet vermouth. I'm using Dolan today. I thought that the Carpana Antica might be a little too robust, but maybe not. Maybe not, actually. With the Cynar, maybe not, but I'm going to use the Dolan today. So 3/4 ounce of sweet vermouth. I guess you could use Cinzano if you want to be, historic about it. We're doing 3/4 ounce of Cynar. Oh, the other thing that he said is that Cynar is like the #1 Amaro in all of Brazil because it costs like $5 a fifth or something, or like the equivalent of $5 a fifth. So it's really cheap. So everybody drinks it, and they make it in. They have a factory in Brazil. What's that?
So they don't drink it because it's good. It's just because it's cheap.
Well, I mean, they obviously have a taste for it, but it is very readily available. So they drink a lot of it.
Acquire the taste for the price.
I'm not going to go there, and I'm not presupposing the, like why they drink it. I don't know what their intentions are, but maybe it is because it's cheap. But if it's cheap, and then you're like, oh, I don't really like this, but it's cheap, and then you keep drinking it, you're going to acquire a taste for it, and then you'll really love it. So
that is true.
I don't know. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, my friend. All right, and then 2 ounces of cachaça. We're using the Amburana from Avua. So this is aged 2 years in Amburana wood. And then we're taking our very, very well tempered ice and putting it into our cocktail and stirring it gingerly. And we're just going to stir to chill. We don't really need to stir too much more because this is very wet ice at the moment. Just enough to chill it. You can stir as much as you like. You can stir as little as you like because it's going to be sitting on a rock of ice. So it is going to dilute no matter what you do. There we go. And then I'm just going to give it a nice lime twist. I kind of wish I had brought out a knife because I cut that nice lime twist and twisted it all up really nice on the last cocktail we did. It was so beautiful. And I don't do a lot of lime twists. Yeah, on the best Franz, yeah. Thing is, I don't do a lot of lime twists, but lime twists, what I like about them is that they're obedient. They stay twisted, unlike lemon and orange. If you can, as long as you pull a good one off of here, you can make a nice little twist. But there it is. The Rabo de Galo. The nice twisty twist. Let's take a sip. Oh, the lime adds some... It's like such an incredible flavor. So the cachaça it's almost like a rum agricole, right? So it's made out of like the pure cane juice, right? Kind of like rum agricole is made in Brazil. It has this it doesn't have just like that dry sort of grassy flavor that rum agricole has. It also has this like funk to it, almost like a banana note to it that I'm assuming the cachaça gets from whatever wood it's in. So what's great is that Avua, this particular company, they have a lot of different styles of cachaça that they age for different times, like for different lengths of time in different woods. So they have one called Balsamo that we have outside that is aged 1 year in Balsamo wood. We have this Amburana, which is aged 2 year. We have a still strength one that's just straight off the still. And it has this really nice, it's almost like a mixture between Jamaican rum and rum agricole, if I like to just describe the flavor profile. So you get that coming through the cocktail really nice. That twist of lime is just like this really nice, sharp lime flavor. Hits you right as you drink it. And then you get a nice balance between the sweet vermouth and the Cynar. I think a lot of people look at Cynar, that it's like an artichoke-based Amaro. That's what it's, distilled from. And it's like, they judge it really harshly, but it is fantastic Amaro. It's one of my favorites, and it is not overly bitter. And it plays really well with the sweet vermouth, I think. But really, it's all about the Cynar, cachaça, and lime combination. And then you just have a little bit of those, botanicals from the sweet vermouth, just kind of picking it up on the back end. So there it is, the Rabo de Galo. If you like our channel, please hit like and subscribe. Check us out on our YouTube memberships. And then if you, we also have a virtual bottle program, so you can check that out at theeducatedbarfly.com and just click the virtual bottles tab. And I don't know, we got Teespring, we got some merch going on there, so check that out as well. We're doing some t-shirts every month that are kind of limited edition things. We're going that route, and we got some pretty cool stuff being designed. So I don't know, check it out, and I'll see you guys another time.